Ooze Your Own Adventure!
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing a Slime Against Humanity with Tameo, Collector of Tales. This deck is centered around the new As Many Copies As You Want It card, Slime Against Humanity. When you cast Slime Against Humanity, it looks at the number of other oozes and cards named Slime Against Humanity that are in your graveyard and exile, and then makes an ooze dependent on that size. So that means that this deck is playing a lot of copies of this, because the more you have in your graveyard, the bigger your ooze will get. And how do we get them in the graveyard? Well, in this deck, we do it by plussing Tameo and naming any card other than Slime Against Humanity until we want those Slime Against Humanities, and then we start naming it and putting it into hand. This Tameo has a very nice passive ability, stopping people from making us discard or sacrifice things. That's great against all those Shouldered Edicts out there. And having a minus to bring back spells from the graveyard that you might want to cast again, and a plus to put things in your hand or graveyard. When your deck is as consistent as this, you do end up oftentimes hitting Slime Against Humanity on that plus. The deck is also inconsistent in how well it actually plays, because Slime Against Humanity is not the best card. We're doing our best. Our best is not amazing. This deck also is running some copiers, Parallel Lives, and Doubling Season, so we can get even more ooze out of our Slime Against Humanity. Yes, I know that there's like a lot of things you can do with Slime Against Humanity, which is why this is only one of my many Slime Against Humanity decks. I also made an Amori deck. I have plans to make a Falco Spara deck. I'd like to make an Illuna deck that's similar to the Illuna Omni deck, but running a different enchantment. Maybe an Arcane Bombardment would be fun. I think that there's also some cool pieces specific to blue, like Balaji Archaeologist and Malcolm, and then in green, Satyr Wayfinder, to get more cards into your graveyard. A lot of people have tried doing discounts for Slime Against Humanity as their theme, and I found that just a couple pieces like Baral are fine. Trying to make your deck around making Slime Against Humanity cost less will reduce your number of Slime Against Humanities so much that it feels like you're not actually playing around the card. And I didn't like that. I didn't find it that enjoyable. Because we're in blue, we're also able to replay our Slime Against Humanities from the graveyard and put them into exile, where they still do count. Lier is probably our best way to do that. And we also have a bit of ramp down here in green and a couple counter spells in blue, because we're in green and we're in blue. As just like a cheeky arena-only card, I also did put in a Proliferate engine here. Contagion Dispenser is kind of nice with these tokens, since they do have +1/+1 counters on them. The other, like, kind of fun additions we have in this deck, since there's very few non-slime cards, Kefnet, who if we draw a Slime Against Humanity, lets us cast it at a discount. Chromehost Seed Shark to get more tokens, these tokens being the Incubate tokens. It's also like a nice flying blocker and attacker. And Palantir of Orthanc. This might be the best card in the deck because it mills, it draws, it hurts your opponent, and it scries, helping you set up your next draw. This is just overall a fantastic card. So we're going to take Tameo and her many, many slimes into the queue, and we're going to ooze our own adventure. Tomic, Wielder of Law. This is a Super Friends deck, meaning it's chock full of Orzhov Planeswalkers. Looking at Kayas and Wanderers, maybe even some Lilianas to round things out. Tomic, Wielder of Law, has an affinity for Planeswalkers. He is married to one after all. This is Rawl's husband. And in this deck, you are oftentimes playing Board Wipe, single target removal, and those Planeswalkers, because they are very well protected by those types of cards. Because Tomic has affinity, if you have a bunch of them out, he costs less, which does help refund some of his command tax if he does get killed. I have 4 mana here, so I'm going to go for Tameo. We didn't get tithed, that's great, and I'm going to plus, and I'm going to name, I really love Blossoming Tortoise early in this game. I find Blossoming Tortoise and Time Warp are kind of the 2 main cards I end up naming with Tameo. Time Warp because of its ability to be recurred to take lots of extra turns, and Blossoming Tortoise because it repeatedly puts cards into our graveyard and ramps us up. It's kind of a 2-for-1 here. I love them both. Archangel Elspeth makes tokens or turns things into angels, eventually bringing back lots of stuff. I am going to try and get a few more slimes in my graveyard. Gonna go for that time warp again. Oh, nice! We hit 4 of them here. This is fantastic. I'm going to play Baral. Yeah, they said nice. Start with this Hedge Mage, because this Surveil could hit one more. It didn't. And then Slime against Humanity. We have a 7/7. Ooze. Ooze the boss, use the boss. Tomek might be a lawyer, but, you know, we're dealing with slime and punishment here. Move my commander to the command zone. Okay. Please don't wipe the board. I only have so much slime. I can aim damage at Archangel Elspeth or at their face this next turn. They have something they can cast. Tomek and probably something else in hand. Okay, they're playing Tomek. That will give them a good blocker. I'll play Oracle of Moldiah so I can play lands off the top like this one. I can also play a second land beside you. Who endures? Who endures? Beside you endures. Play a slime against humanity and swing with this big ol' ooze. I'm not going to attack with Brawl because them double blocking with this and this would kind of stink for me. Boop, boop, bonk. Yeah, there are some good ooze-related cards that I don't have in this deck. Cards like Avi are unfortunately just kind of too expensive. Oh, a ghost form! That means if this dies, it'll return to the battlefield. Here we go. We got a land. We have a Tamiyo here, so we're gonna play a Tamiyo. And I'm going to name this time, since we have a graveyard full of slimes, we're gonna name Slime against Humanity. S-L-I-M-E against Humanity, yes. Please! I only do the one that we knew about. That's fine. I will play it. Ooh, a land! Nice. And then I'll attack their life points directly. Yeah. You get the thing. They drew a card. Okay, they settled my wreckage. I suppose more lands never hurt anybody. The oozes do have trample. I actually have a different version of this deck I mentioned earlier, the Amori version, which is actually based more about the size of the oozes, putting in cards like Tribute to the World Tree and Garruk's Uprising to draw a card when you play an ooze. In this deck, Tamiyo is the one that's drawing us our oozes, which is great. Wow, we have intimidated them into a concession using our incredible slimes. GG. Azusa lost but seeking. What is she seeking? She's seeking lands. Got some turn 1 ramp. Ozolith, Kefnet. Tamiyo will find us the oozes. Tamiyo will find us the oozes. Uh-oh. They got turn 1 ramp, which unfortunately means they're also going to get their commander down on turn 2, unload a whole bunch of lands, and then play some scary big stuff. Hello there, Elvish Mystic. Good old Azusa on the play. Don't you love to see her go? I suppose I could play a slime here. Rather play the Ozolith, though. A 3-mana 2/2? Not quite cutting it. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you trying to do, huh? Cast the 1 ring? No, you're not. Stop that. I mean, they are. I just wish they weren't. I'm going to play Tamiyo. I'm going to plus and name, like, I don't know. I like Blossoming Tortoise. I like Time Warp. They all work. Let's go for a Time Warp. Okay, so we got 2 oozes in the graveyard here. Oh, look at you drawing cards. But you'll have lands too. Whoa, how did they not get any lands? Okay, we'll plus first. Same as before. Go for the warp. Time Warp. Oh, wow. That wasn't supposed to work. That's normal. Give me the warp. I'm ramping.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Yes, the ooze. Look at the beautiful oozes. The boozes. They drew more cards. Are they gonna play some lands? Lotus Cobra turns their landfall into more mana. Good lord, she's ramping. Oh, she's so cute. Yeah, so far they haven't found any of their haymakers. Oh my gosh, we won. We won because we could just keep time warping. And eventually, like, I will have enough mana to be time warping, attacking in over and over, playing stuff. Oh, I'd love it if it actually worked. It worked! It worked! Did you see that? It worked. Atraxa Praetor's Forge. This is the proliferating Atraxa, and this is a hand with no green mana in it. This has green mana in it, and some slime. I can do better. Orb! Okay, I have nothing until the orb, but I love the orb. Orb is love, orb is life. This Atraxa, by the way, could be a Super Friends deck. It could be +1/+1 counters. It could be all sorts of different approaches to Atraxa, and we won't really know until they start playing cards. It is usually a Super Friends deck, which is to say it's based around Planeswalkers. The version I play the most is actually a Poison deck, playing all of the Toxic cards and a lot of different Phyrexians. It could be Atraxa Slimes. Atraxa is actually on our list here. You can see right there. There's Atraxa. I have a card that is just full of different ways you can play this deck because I am desperate to get this to work. Speaking of getting this to work, behold the orb, the Palantir of Orthanc. Don't you dare. What? Haha, a win for slimes! We take those. Enipakal, Southernth Moon. This is a very, very aggressive commander and almost certainly going to beat us because they are way, 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 way faster than us. I am going to do my best, though, because I got a nice rampy hand here with no slimes. Legion's Landing, going to get them a little guy. And I'm going to get an orb. Orb is great because it ends up putting slimes in our graveyard, like this one. I'm going to actually put the Cyclonic Rift to the bottom because I don't want it. I don't have blue mana. It's like, I do want the card, but I really can't use it. I would say typically with the orb, people are going to mill twice. I would actually love to see this as a gladiator deck. That's 100 card singleton without a commander in Arena for people who aren't familiar. It's really fun. The matchmaker does not take the slimes into account. So they'll get to see what's on top here. For better or for worse. Nice. Tajik is going to be able to mentor one of these attackers. But not both, so they flip this up. I'll block the Spirited Companion. Miner's Guidewing. I play 2 Slime Against Humanity here, or we could use Tameo. I guess I could just name Llanowar Elf because I can see it.
Let us see if your talent
Llanowar Elves. Land. Also a land, but would I rather do this? Slime. You can slime next turn. Because then I need my slimes big enough to block some of their stuff. Baroque Intervention. Slime Against Humanity. It's good either in my graveyard or in hand. Oh, wow! You took 10! Out here like a Nickelodeon Games and Sports. They do not have 2 mana here to give Tajik First Strike. So if I really wanted to, I could risk a block here with these 2 elves. Do I want to? I'll go for it. Let's see what you got. Beautiful! Let's make some slime. Oh, okay.
This study is
Bye, Tameo. She went to the library. So how much mana will I have here? So we're gonna start using this map. Put a Slime Against Humanity in the graveyard. I do actually really love this dog in this deck. We're gonna do it again. What's the dog doing? That's a time warp. Okay. To the library. Oracle of Moldiah, kill this person! So hey, do you want me to draw Time Warp? Or do you want to maybe die? That was a nasty card to have on top. By the way, Orb Carry. Orb amazing, Orb Carry, Orb best card in the deck. She went to the library, found some oil, and died? No, she found an elf. We Lorb the Orb. I Lorb the Orb. These having Trample, by the way, might just get us lethal next turn. We have enough mana for Time Warp and another Slime Against Humanity. We just Slime Time. Slime Time. We Slime Time. Yeah, come at me, girl. What are you gonna do, huh? Wipe the board? Bam. Boom. Skaplowy. They're going to exile one of our slimes. It would normally come back, but since it's a token, it's gone forever. I'm playing this first in case of a Mana Tithe. Slime Against Humanity. I'm swinging in with both. They don't have great blockers. And they know that if they mill, they're going to die. But if they let me draw, we get more slime. We're going to have a lethal swing either way. GG and Impicol. I can't believe we won that. Sauron the Dark Lord. Hey, Sauron, how you doing? You gonna kill and counter and do all that stuff? Or maybe, are you the Amass Sauron? There's a mix. A lot of people just play this as Grixis Control because it's such a strong commander. Other people like to play it as Orcs and Amass. An island. It is land. Says so right there. See if we can get some slimes into the graveyard with the Archaeologist. Wow, no, we actually milled 3 lands there. Huh. 3 mana. Perfect for a counter spell. I'll give you something to counter. It's not very good, but it is counterable. Oh, no counterspell. Okay. Eat slime. Yes, he plays a lot better as a control deck, but also, like, way better as an amass commander than Nicol Bolas is, because he doesn't actually himself amass. Ooh, look at you drawing more cards. Here comes Kevin. I am hoping with Kefnet here to get, like, slimes drawn off the top so I can cast them for 1 mana. It doesn't really make a difference here. But it would still give me an extra slime without having to use one in my hand. And also get put back into my deck a couple from the top. 4 down, right? 3rd from the top. Yep, 4 down. There. Thinking. And discarding a lightning bolt. Why don't I ever get to play against mill decks with this? Oh my god, they ate Kevin! And then they're gonna eat me. Alright, let's grab the Kefnet. Kefnet. God Eternal, that's the one. Nice! We got a couple slimes in the graveyard! All according to plan. Having Tamiyo out against a Grixis deck I think is fairly helpful because they oftentimes do have a lot of sacrifice and discard. Hello, Ron. The Dark Ron. Kinda like just grabbing a land from graveyard. Parallel lives. I want twice the slime, twice the ooze. Phyrexian Arena, kill this man. kill this whore. Oh no! All my cool stuff! I guess it's good I didn't try casting any slimes that turn, right? I could try casting 2 slimes. Sure, I'll just do that. Enjoy your amass. And this army will be very unblockable for me. Since it is tempted by the ring. You want to block though, right? You want to stay back and block. You don't want to attack me and draw a new hand or anything. Okay, I'll drop the 5/5. The 6/6 is clearly better. Okay, they paid a life. Plus. I wanted them to plus so I could get another slime against humanity. So we're just dead to the orc army. Archaeologist! Get me a blocker. Be the blocker I need to see. Sure, I'll take that. It doesn't matter, I'm going for a chump block anyway. And I choose to ooze! Dang it! So close. So close to a slight resolution. GG, Sauron the Dark Lord. I'm sad because I didn't get enough ooze. Etali Primal Conqueror. I really wish we had a little green mana in this hand. You know, we could try and draw it because most of our deck is green. Got that Tater Wayfinder ready to rumble. Time Warp, one of the best cards in our deck, but we're gonna just mulligan. Okay, so I do have green mana off the Turn Timber Symbiosis here, and I have Malcolm to start putting slimes into my graveyard. This seems good to me. Hello, Etali, the dinosaur who gets to cast spells for free. Remember, if they cast one of my slime against humanity, which is the spell they are most likely to hit, what it does for them is a big fat nothing. It makes them a 2/2 with trample. Unless, somehow, this is actually an Etali Ooze deck, which I would be very, very impressed by, and would be very happy about it. So, opponent, please show me that you are an Etali Ooze deck. You would make me so happy. Alright, Scale Speaker Shepherd generates a dinosaur-related card for them, and then discounts their dinosaurs. Here's Malcolm. They're probably like, ugh, oh, these stupid Tamios and their good spells and their counter spells. What are they gonna do? Just eternally cast Fog? No, actually. I'm not here to cast Fog. I'm here to cast Slime. Photographer's Survey gets them 2 more lands. They can cast Etali next turn. I do have a small number of counter spells in this deck, but my chances of hitting them, I feel, are low. I'll attack in with these 2. We drew Hedge Mage. I will drop another slime. I'm trying to decide if I want to, like, play Tamiyo here. I kind of like setting up for the Contagion Dispenser next turn, though, so Malcolm can cast stuff for free. There are some hasty dinos they could be getting, but it's a matter of, like, will they get it? I will look for Time Warp, since I think an extra turn could be pretty helpful. But the big thing is we're just trying to get more slimes into our graveyard. I mean, always trying to get more slimes in my graveyard. Yes, Malcolm can cast the slimes for free. That is actually my plan next turn, is use a Contagion Dispenser to get Malcolm up to a 4th Chorus counter, so he can cast some Oozy Boozies for free. Okay, so they got a Mind Stone from me and Migration Path, so they just got a bunch of ramp. How many Slime Against Humanities are in the deck? I think 28. They're gonna flip Etali next turn. Well, hopefully we can get an Ooze that's big enough to block an 11/11 soon. I can only hope. I can only hope. I am going to, again, name Time Warp. I'm going to again name Time Warp. There we go. Okay. T-I-M-E-W-A-R-P. Time Warp. Bloop, 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 bloop. We are, as I mentioned, going to get down this Contagion Dispenser and proliferate. Bro, I know it's asking if you want to sacrifice the Mind Stone. Do you want to sacrifice the Mind Stone? There we go. We proliferate, which gives us another proliferator. This is why I like this card. It kind of always gives you something to do, which is nice. Also, it makes our oozes bigger. And I choose ooze every day. Alright, Inexorable Tide, Contentious Plan, and Roless. Gonna go with Contentious Plan here. Gonna throw down the Hedge Maze first. See what's on top of our library. Possibly put it in the graveyard if it's a Slime Against Humanity. For more ooze. See that? Surveil lands are amazing. Don't you know it? Watch them have like a Bone Crusher Giant. Something to stomp. You're not getting turn locked, you're getting slimed. I attack with Malcolm. We get to draw. And we're dropping a slime against humanity, which gives us a free slime! I now have enough blocking power to block even a transformed Atali. I will be losing a slime to do so. But that's not the worst thing in the world, right? Soul Roast, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you using your Twitch Prime here, taking that money out of Jeff Bezos' pocket and putting it into mine. Ooh, they're playing a very good hand. You could say a great... Lamog. Ah, man. Oh, Lamog. Alright, that gives them a free swing at Tamio. How dare you.
Learned a little here.
Doing this first because I might want to cast whatever I get off the Contagion Dispenser for free. Also wanted to proliferate that ooze. Something like Evolution Sage, Flux Channeler, Smell Fear. This gives me something repeatable. This lets me kill a Tali, but then it would just flip it. So we go to combat. Malcolm. We draw. It's not a slime, so we're going to drop the Evolution Sage onto the board. Cast it for free. I guess Hinterland Harbor to proliferate. And then an Elvish Mystic. Does Tail's End work against the Atali flip ability? It does. It would allow me to stifle it when they activate it, which would buy me some time, but I think the better way to buy time is just by making really big oozes. You think this is a good tutorial and I'm oozing with pride? You're cruising for an oozing is what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Oh, hi Chandra. Chandra's, I think, is going to kill Evolution Sage, which will cut me off from my Contagion Dispenser. Oh, never mind. She's actually making mana. Oh, boy. 11 cards for free. So, like, I'm out here playing what I'm going to say is not that good of a deck against what I will say is a fairly good deck. It ramp into Atali, and Atali is good. Tamio, despite being one of the, like, pretty nice cards to play for this deck, has the problem of being a very good Turbo Fog commander on her own, which results in our matchmaking putting us against decks that are actually kind of good rather than decks that are literal garbage, like ours. Anyway, they have a Zakama, who has reach. They also have Vorinclex, who's going to make our oozes half their regular size. Evolution Sage, Elvish Mystic, my ooze, and Malcolm really can't do anything here. Now they especially can't, because we're not going to get another turn. No, the Crater of Behemoth is going to come down. By the way, if you're wondering how did they have enough mana for that, Nyx Bloom Ancient did that. And we're gonna die. I did my best. GG. Kellen the Fey Blooded. This is the Boros Kellen that likes auras and equipments. In fact, he tutors for them as his adventure, which is really good because it means that you can get removal like ossification or life gain. You can get all sorts of really good auras and equipments. So I could start by like putting things in my graveyard using the Satyr Wayfinder, but I think I'd rather go for Malcolm. I think Malcolm's just a phenomenal card to start. All right, we got a Frodo. Frodo, I thought, equips things for free? Why didn't they give him boots? Wear him boots. Mana value 2 or 3. Oh! I see. So this is a matter of it only costs 1. See, this is what I get for not reading the card. My guess, by the way, is the reason they did that is so you can't equip Colossus Hammer for free to him. R.I.P. Malcolm. He served me well, though. This was a jumpstart card, right? I'm going to name Blossoming Tort. A lot of extra Lord of the Rings cards. Yeah, there's also like the holiday cards, which are not in Arena. What they're gonna tutor for here. Sword of Fire and Ice. Gives them protection from red and blue. Thankfully, the oozes will be green. Thornum Amethyst is an Arena. I might want to just, like, grab Lier. Oh, look, he's doing damage to Tammy. So this would equip for free when this attacks. I am going to name Turntimber Symbiosis. Because, you know, if I got a land there, that would be pretty sick. Didn't. That's fine. Bam! An ooze. You love ooze. Eagles of the North! Gets them any planes from their deck. They're gonna prevent all damage that would be dealt to Frodo. This will equip when he attacks, which means that it will just eat up the ooze. But I'm fine with that. And they're attacking, I think, my face? Because the 2 damage would just be able to be dealt to Tamio. Alright, we're gonna name Time Warp this time. T-I-M-E-W-A-R-P, Time Warp! Oh. Would you look at that? Okay. That was weird. Works every time, like maybe 5% of the time. But I keep getting away with it. Hey, Kellen, are you gonna go fast? They can give this guy the beat stick. He'll get a no. It costs 1, so they have to pay 2 for it. Ooh, we have it beside you. Okay, wait. I'm gonna plus and name. Llanowar Elves. Attacking in. This just kills Kellen. And we warp it. Swing it again. Oh my god, we won with the slime! Let's go! Skithiryx, the Blight Dragon. Skithiryx is the only card with Infect on Arena. It also flies, can have haste, and regenerate itself. It's also, I think, the only card with Regenerate on Arena. Sort of. There's another card, I think, with Regenerate, but it's on a spellbook, and you can't actually put it in decks. Nice bauble. They're going to be doing some ramp to try and get their commander out, I'm sure. Well, I can ramp too. Behold, Llanowar Loam Speaker. Taps for mana. Yeah. Skithiryx, or Skittles. DP Wong, they give the 4-year resub. Let's see. Let's cultivate. If they have a dark ritual, next turn Skithiryx can come out. I'm just kind of hoping that they don't. We want to put the Slime Against Humanity in the graveyard for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Oh, also because this is a 4/4 with Infect, it has to hit you 2.5 times to kill you. But there's other ways to put poison counters on people. Oh, what a nightmare. I'm playing Tamiyo here because it means that I won't have to discard. What am I feeling? Go for one of the classics. Time Warp. Means I'm not able to hold up the memory lapse, but I wouldn't be able to hold up the memory lapse anyway because they would just make me discard it here. Thank you, Tamiyo. We love you, Tamiyo. So now they know, like, they're just gonna want to play Skithiryx. Get that thing on the battlefield. Now, do I have anything to stop Skithiryx? That's a good question. That's a good question. I have Cyclonic Rift. Trying to put it back into their hands. It did not work. What's interaction? We're racing. It doesn't matter, by the way, if our graveyard is exiled. It means I can't bring these cards back with Tamiyo. But that's fine, because they still get counted for Slime Against Humanity. There are cards that would give these reach. Tink! My ooze! Slime Shady. Time Warp. We're going for Time Warp. T-I-M-E-W-A-R-P. Time Warp! Wow, that was just 4 lands. Kefnet to block. We have a couple different flyers that could technically block. But I think we're right on the money with we just faces the place. Faces the place. If this next hit with all these guys can go through, we do win. They have to hit me twice. I only have to hit them once. Exactly. The best kind of removal is player removal. They're mono black. Yeah, but they'd have to do it on my turn. Because I have a memory lapse. All they know is removal. Do you think that Skithiryx knows how to eat hot chip and tell lie? Huh. Guess not. GG. I can't believe we won that. I wonder if it was all sacrifice-based removal. Like Sheoldred and Sheoldred's Edict. We won. Let's go! Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Our slime actually worked a lot better while I was recording than it did while I was testing the deck. Also, one of my viewers said, hey Amy, you should try including this arena-only card, Unexpected Conversion, because as long as you have a slime in your hand, you can choose to exile, say, half the slimes in your deck to make the rest of them stronger. It seems like a fun pick, and if you want to add it into the deck, I don't know, you could cut a counterspell, Archaeologist, or one of the slimes. It's just a nice way to keep your deck moving forward. I think that this Tamiyo version of the deck might not be the strongest, but it's probably the most consistent. Being able to relatively easily cast your slimes, get them in the graveyard, and draw more of them just by using your commander. It also, however, is a pretty strong commander on her own. This Tamiyo protects you from some really strong abilities and will match more competitively than a lot of the other ones. I still am looking forward to showing off the Omori slimes that I've already built. That's an Omori Ooze typal deck. Falco Spara I think would be fun, so you can draw things off the top of your deck using your counters on your slimes. Illuna to cheat out something like Arcane Bombardment or one with the multiverse. Uzuri to proliferate, Atraxa to proliferate. I don't think Avi is a great idea in Arena just because she's kind of too slow and expensive. And same issue with Slogurk, doesn't have too much synergy, though it is kind of cool. Chatterfang would also be fun, taking advantage of those replacement abilities. And you know what? There's just so many options for Slime Time. I'm probably not going to get to them all, but I am hoping to show off a bunch of them because it's a new way to build a deck. Because it's oozes. We love ooze here. I love ooze here. And ooze the boss, use the boss. I'm actually really looking forward to we have a bunch of pun names picked out for the other decks, like Slime and Punishment for the Falco Spara deck. Sometimes you gotta start with the deck name and then go forward from there. If you're looking for this deck list, it is in the description of the video. If you're looking to find my content, twitch.tv/Amazonian is where I record these and hang out all day because I love to play some Magic. And if there is a deck you would like to see me build, it doesn't have to be a slime deck, let me know in the comments, or a deck you'd like to see me revisit. I had a couple people requesting Feather recently, and maybe we're in the mood for a little bit of Boros Solitaire, who knows? I like casting spells and then casting spells and then casting that same spell again. It can be really fun. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day!